host for today's talk show. Thank you very much. Our friends who are watching live, we want to say hi to you. And our friends who are right here, thank you for coming. Without wasting time, I would like to invite our distinguished guests, the panelists, who are going to be here to talk to us, to energize us, and we find solution together to overcome stress in this region and in the entire country and then the world. I want to first of all start with Madam Sheila. Please, you're most welcome. Let's clap for her. She comes. Panelists that I would like to officially invite is Dr. Desmond. Sir, you're most welcome as well. Thank you very much for honoring our service and our invitation. I would like to invite Pastor Martin, who is the overseer of Gulu Bible Community Church and all the different programs that it has. Sir, you're most welcome. Thank you for choosing to partner with us. Please take your seat. And lastly, I would like to invite my brother, Dr. Pebalo Francis from Gulu Referral Hospital, a lecturer from Gulu University, a businessman, and so forth and so forth. Sir, you're most welcome. Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. Thank you very much. I intentionally left out one, a member of Stress Clinic Talk Show, Mr. Achilam Dennis. Sir, you're most welcome. He's Executive Director for Recreation Program in Lacho, one of the best places you can go and you overcome your stress from. Gentlemen and lady, you're most welcome. So, without wasting time, Madam Sheila,
Yes,
what is
sir.
stress? People are asking, people are wondering, so what is stress?
Stress, in a layman term, is the way the body naturally responds
Okay.
to difficult situations.
Just the way to respond to difficult
Yes.
situations. Thank you. That is at a social level, okay? Let's hear from the doctor. Doctor, how do you define stress, Dr. Pebalo?
Well, I just want to add a voice to her. It's how our body responds to some stimuli that maybe is not so good for it. It can be a physical stress. That means probably if you're boxed,
Yes.
if they
yes.
hit
Yes.
you actually stress the tissues. But it can also be psychological. That means it's actually deep inside you. It could be because of the situation you are in,
Yes.
or because of certain things that's happening.
Okay.
That
Thank
is
you
also
very much.
stress.
Desmond, what are the key signs of stress?
As Dr. Pebala had already said, stress is a normal human response to stimuli, something unpleasant to the body. Okay? Initially, it is one of the fright response. It is a way to protect life, how the body responds to protecting itself. Either way, if something bad happens, the body prepares itself to defend itself from the attacking stimuli, or to take off to save itself. Okay?
Very much, Dr. Desmond.
Thank you so much. I just want to put, when we put it like a response to something, even my grandmoms in the village there might not even
Might not
understand
understand.
whether they are stressed or not.
Yes.
I would just say it's a state of being worried.
Okay.
If you worry that the rain might not rain, it might not rain
You're
for the
already
next 2
stressed.
years. You're already stressed. If you worry that your sister might fall sick because she went to America during COVID,
Yes.
that is already stress. Something that puts you in pressure. It's a kind of tensions that what we're talking about.
Yes.
So at the moment, worry is good for our body, but at some point it's not good.
What are those
The-
tangible signs that I can know that, okay, I think I am stressed now?
I
What
would
are those
just-
signs?
I would just say there are early indicators that
Okay,
for you
okay.
can call it sign, but for me I would just say there are early indicators or the
Yes.
indicators someone can know I am a bit stressed.
Yes.
It do varies. It's not like for everybody will experience the same type of
Okay,
the
yes, yes.
indicators. One of the things that I will always say is that other people their appetites will change. Either you eat too much or you don't even eat at all.
Okay.
But there are also some people where they lose focus,
Okay.
while unknowingly they can even be staring at something, looking at something even for over 10 minutes.
Yes.
But if you ask them, why are you looking at me?
He even doesn't know.
He doesn't. Now he will even say, "No, I'm not looking at you." So there's some people who can even forget. Like if you forget very often, and yet before you used not to.
So Mr. Dennis, let's first pause there. Let me first hear from Pastor Martin. So what are those signs that we can easily see? You already told us that even as Christians we can get stressed. Even if we have the Lord Jesus Christ, stress doesn't spare us. So what are those signs that we can easily see?
Thank you, Chris. Our body normally go through stages, which I call insufficient stress, and also positive stress and negative stress and burnout. All one have different indicators. For example, many times when you are overstressed,
Yes.
you lose concentration.
Okay.
You are not focused, but also you kind of withdraw from responsibility. You find that somebody withdraw totally from family responsibility, marital obligation,
Yes.
even providing for the family, and also living a purposeless life.
Just reckless like that.
Because you are stressed, you cannot wake up to go to work.
Yes.
All life lose meaning, and also fatigue. You find that maybe somebody has beaten you throughout the night.
When no one actually beat you
wake
up.
up. Yes, you wake up late,
Yes.
and also you can easily be irritated. Many people who are stressed, they can easily get offended and get annoyed,
Short-tempered.
and even
Yes.
something which is very, 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 very light. But also physically you can develop ulcers, diarrhea.
Okay. Wow.
One day it happened to me. I was overstressed. I find just my stomach running, and I don't know actually what is happening. So that could be also a sign of a serious stress. And muscles pull and headache, and all these things happen to us because we are going through the stress.
Thank you very
And
much.
finally,
sir.
I counsel so many couple that
Yes.
sometimes because of that the man will fail to function in bed,
He refuses to perform.
refuse to perform.
Yes.
Because sex is not just anything but the mind.
When
If your mind is not prepared for it, all these apparatus may not work.
Thank you very much. Now, dear friends, we would like to know what are some of the remedies. I would like the farmer to start, Mr. Dennis. What are some of the practical remedies if I am stressed? How can I overcome? Yeah.
Thank you so much. There are many things we can do as farmers or as a layman people
Yes.
once we are stressed. One of the things that we would love to do is actually starting to do something that you always love to do.
Okay. Okay. If I love football, so I can
if
go
you love
play.
football, you have to force yourself go for football now
Okay.
often. And then the most of all, we talk to people.
Okay, look for somebody to
We
talk
look for
to.
people. You leave my house, I go, share with my friends.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I talk about my friends because we believe what I am going through, at least someone has already experienced.
already
So
gone through.
might have some good ideas where we can exchange.
Yes. Yes.
But
yes.
also something that we always do very much is actually we eat, we protect, we keep ourselves safe.
Especially men.
We take care of ourselves. Yes, we eat food. I try to eat food all times.
When you're stressed, you eat a lot of food.
I eat.
I need that talent.
I eat. And then I also try to force myself a lot to sleep. I have to give enough sleep to myself because I already know I am the CEO of my, of myself.
First allow him to say something about that.
Well, it's true that sometimes there are adaptive ways how people respond to stress.
Yes.
One of them is actually eating.
Okay.
Okay? You can look at it from two angles. It can be a sign of stress, but to the other person who is eating, it's actually a way of overcoming the stress.
Okay, so it varies. For him, when he clears like 50 plates of food, he's overcoming stress. Oh, wonderful. Yes, Pastor. How can we overcome stress?
For a Christian, which I found it very effective, because inside us there is something that is unshakable and strong. You know, when you want to bend a metal, you only apply force in certain direction for it to bend. But if there is supporting earth beneath that metal,
Yes.
something will be very difficult. And that's why in the Bible we see the story of Elijah after the prophet asked for his head and he ran away and he said, God, I better die. It was so much stress. So one of the things that we normally do
So even a man of God who has done wonders and miracles
can easily be
can
stressed.
also get stressed.
One of the things is, number one, is prayer.
Okay.
You need to get alone, retreat. Because sometimes the causes of those stress could be spiritual.
Okay.
And secondly, you need to trust God. Maybe you had disappointment somewhere, and you need to line up your priority and say, God, I let it go. Because there's certain conflict whereby you can't manage, but you need to let it go.
That's very
And-
powerful. You need to accept, come to a point where you say, I think I cannot do this within
Yes.
myself,
Yes.
within my ability. Let it go just like that.
Because it's God always that give you strength to overcome.
Yes.
And that's why Elijah had to go alone with God. And the third thing is you need to accept,
Yes.
because there are certain situations that you cannot change. You need to accept.
For example?
Somebody, Mohammed said, if you cannot, if you cannot bring the mountain closer to you, you better go to the mountain. So there are certain issues that you must accept that you cannot change.
For example, maybe if your father dies,
Yes.
you have to accept, even if you cry,
Yes.
you cut yourself, he's
You
gone.
can't raise him to life. So you need to accept those situations.
Okay.
And also you need to be honest by yourself. Because many people think that they are strong, especially when they are going through difficult situations.
Especially as the men.
Men are die hard. They say-
We die hard. Eh?
Men don't, naturally they say men don't cry. But
That men
some-
don't cry. Eh?
But sometimes
Chua, chua.
sometimes we need to be vulnerable. I had a situation where I had to cry before my wife
Wow.
to solve the problem. So it is very important to know that we are not just a superhuman being. We are made of blood and flesh. We can fail, and we need to accept our failure.
Yes.
And we need to be honest. But also, lastly, you need to look for somebody that can help you. Talk to somebody. You know, the people who commit suicide
Yes.
are the people who normally say, I don't have anybody to help
Anyone.
me.
Yes.
I don't have any avenue that I can get out of the problem.
Yes.
They look at the future is far, they look at the past is bad, they look at the present is meaningless, then they will just take a rope and hang themselves. But
Wow.
if somebody is there in their life
To be heard.
that they can look onto, that they can hear them, that they can trust and tell their story, I
Yes.
think they can overcome.
Wow. Thank you very much, Pastor. I think one of the reasons why Stress Clinic Talk Show exists is because we want to give you a hearing and a walking hand. Yes. So, Dr. Desmond, what are those remedies? Still, we are still talking about how to overcome stress. What are some of those ways we can overcome?
Actually, I call them strategies.
Okay, strategies.
Yes, strategies of overcoming stress.
Yes.
Some of them I've practiced them, sometimes I
Yourself.
practice others.
And it works.
Being a businessman is very stressful. And also other things
Yes.
cause
yes.
stress.
Yes.
So stress, we cannot avoid it. Everybody gets stressed, but we have to limit it from becoming overwhelming to the body.
How do I limit?
So,
How do I limit stress when it just jumps on me? Like,
when it comes, if it is acute, we expect it to go away. After some time, the body goes back to normal.
okay.
But when it becomes chronic, it harms the body. So we need to limit it from bypassing its threshold. So the strategies for dealing with stress, most times we take exercise.
Okay.
I'll expect you to be physically fit. spend time doing exercise, keep the brain busy. You can do the exercise alone or with friends so that they motivate you.
Yes.
Yeah, it keeps you busy. Think about positive things you have accomplished in your life. Don't think about what you have failed to
Great
do.
wars you have won.
Yes. So the good things you have done will motivate you.
Yes.
It gives you that sense of hope that you are
I
still
can
very
still overcome
important. You
this
can
as well.
overcome anything.
Yes.
And then you have to have goals for what you do. So you can set goals for everyday activity, weekly or monthly. Don't be collecting everything and you want to accomplish. You are
Yes.
going to fail. So that is where the other issue is.
So meaning sometimes people get stressed because they have not planned their life well.
Yes, they do everything
You just want to
randomly.
run everywhere. You're doing here, you're doing there, and then you
Yes.
get cornered somewhere.
Yes.
For instance, for a student, you end up getting poor marks because maybe you did not timetable yourself. I don't know that's what you mean. You did
Yeah,
not-
when we were
and you did not
students-
follow that as well. Yeah.
When we were students, we had also that kind of attitude.
Yes.
If you don't have a timetable, you tend to read the subject you like most. You ignore the rest.
Like me, I dropped math from K1. The rest I was just passing through now.
K1. Then the other thing is that you need to narrow your thoughts, what you think about,
Okay.
so that you be in self-control. You be able to control yourself.
Wow.
Because if you think too many negative things, you get overwhelmed and you give up with life. And then you need to talk to people. You need to talk to a therapist, a doctor, a psychiatrist, can be a psychologist. You can also talk to friends
Yes.
and family members.
Okay.
But we also have friends and family members who can be negative.
Oh.
So those groups are unhelpful. They will
So
actually
we should be
kill you.
mindful of the people that we interact
Yes.
with.
So
Yes.
you need to talk to friends who make you happy, who motivate you, who
So are you going to
encourage
make
you.
me happy after the show? I want some pork.
I'll take you for a beer.
Thank you very much, my brother. Yes, Madam Sheila, Dr. Desmond spoke something very. The state of your mind, how you juggle your mind contributes to how you heal or how you overcome stress. How does that work out? The mind, like the thoughts, like how do you use the mind to overcome? Let's talk about that. I am interested in that.
Okay, to answer that, first of all, when you're faced with a situation, sometimes you don't know what to do.
Yes.
You may be in a state of shock, not believing that that particular thing has happened.
Yes.
For example, if you've lost a loved one,
Yes.
maybe if you've just undergone a divorce, or maybe, such challenges. If that happens, sometimes you're in a state of shock. You're in a state of denial. You're not accepting that that situation has happened. So that is actually the beginning,
Okay.
because you're not connecting to the reality. Okay?
You're
So-
still in your fantasy.
Yes. So
You're still saying he has not yet chucked me.
he has not yet.
He has not yet. No, I can't accept.
Or he has not yet died.
She has
Or
not
this
yet
has-
abandoned me. No, I can't
Or
accept.
maybe I've not yet lost my job.
Yes.
Okay? So after that, now the state in which one heals maybe from stress is by accepting.
Okay.
When you accept that the deed is already done, when you accept that you've already lost your job,
Yes.
maybe you've already lost a loved one, that is the beginning of the healing point.
Thank you. Yes, Dr. Pebalo, tell us.
Yeah,
The mind.
I like the way she brought it.
Yes.
The grieving process.
Yes.
When you've lost something, when something bad happened in your life, the first thing is you deny. Okay? And then there is a lag period between denying and accepting.
Yes.
Now that's how it makes stress varies among people. There are people who can accept within minutes. Said, it has opened. It has happened.
Yes.
That's it. Okay? My
And you
father has
just move
died.
on.
Yes. He has died. I cannot bring him back.
To life.
Okay? But some people remain in denial for long.
They are very personal in
Yes.
denial.
Yes. They can even take months. Some people take years.
Wow.
Okay? And that's how people who have that kind of a denial or grieving process, they tend to actually suffer a lot from the consequences of this stress.
More than the one who just said,
And-
okay, it has happened, let's move on with life.
And the worst thing is that the more you remain in denial, you're likely going to push yourself to depression. And what is not good is the depression.
Depression part of it.
Which that's where we say people can lose their life. Because now stress has pushed you to depression, and it's not a good thing to
Wow.
be. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. We would like to give opportunity to the audience. If you have any question you would like to ask the panelists, they are right here. Any question, maybe a specific area you have, you want any topic, any directive, something is overwhelming you, would like, or you want to share maybe your experience, how you overcame stress, maybe by giving an example.
I just want to give insights on some of the points we have been sharing, and I think I liked Pastor's insights. You know, with stress, some of us are looking at the chronic part of stress, but we realize in our workspaces, in our day-to-day life, we all go through stress. And we have short-term stress. All of us go through short-term stress. And we realize it is helpful because it will help you refocus your energy. You focus more on what you need to finish and the tasks at hand. You'll do them perfectly. And that is in short term. But in the long run, you realize stress can actually become very chronic.
Yes.
It brings some negativity in your life, and it will result into some of the very, very, very hardships in your life. So there are negative effects, and I think most of us have talked through it and how we can overcome stress. I think she has a better view of how to overcome stress. You need to do some things you love at some point. You pick out what you love and do it.
Yes.
You can also seek social support. You get a friend who you can talk to, and then and advises you further on something. We can also exercise. It can also help us overcome stress. A little bit of exercise and doing nature walks. We can go and camp somewhere. Within nature, you relieve stress from yourself.
Wow.
And because with stress, it can bring a lot of anxiety. You may start experiencing very different sleep disorders. That's already a very, very big change in your life. And in the longest run, you realize your body is breaking and you cannot handle whatever you're doing in life anymore. So I think that is very, I like the discussion. I like the panelist. He was very open and very diverse in whatever he was in the questioning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, our brother, for that insight. Thank you very much. We would still want to give opportunity to anyone, if you would like to give a way you overcome, or maybe you have a question. Yes, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I was attentively listening to the presentations, and I think I picked one thing that I want to reiterate as a question.
Yes.
I don't know, I'm wondering whether, at what stage do we realize that it's no longer stress, but it's already the effect of stress? Because I heard my brother Dennis say, for him when he's stressed, he eats a lot. So that eating a lot might not necessarily be trying to overcome the stress, but might be something else. So I really wanted to know. Maybe this question would go straight to the doctor.
To doctor.
At what stage do we realize that?
It is stress.
what
Which
we are
doctor,
going
Pebalo
through-
or Desmond?
Both.
Both, okay.
Or any, yes.
Okay.
So at what stage do we realize that it's no longer stress, but already the outcome of the stress?
Okay, thank you.
Thank
if
you.
there is any, we'll still want to give opportunity. There is some hand behind you there.
I'm also once a culprit of stress, but at this point, I think I'm not.
You're an overcomer now.
Yeah, I'm overcomer.
Yes.
Yeah. So my question is, what are some of the long-term side effects of stress?
Okay.
Yeah, in someone, because some of us, we may not know what we are undergoing at this point. It has been
Understand.
something that happened some days.
Thank you. Are you directing to somebody or it is for anyone?
Yes.
To who? Who are you directing to?
I'm directing it to Dr.
Desmond.
Desmond.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so much.
Brother Alan.
All right.
You. There is another hand there.
Thank you so much. I want to share what happens with me when I'm stressed.
Thank you.
I have developed one thing. It's called mirror miracle. I go to the mirror.
Mirror miracle, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, mirror miracle.
I go to the mirror, I stand there and talk to myself.
Okay.
I talk to that person I'm seeing. I encourage her. I build her up again. That is, it has worked for me seriously.
Your name again?
I'm Christine.
You just say, Christine,
Daniero.
you can do it. You have done it before.
Yeah.
We can do it together.
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful you look. Look
Yeah.
at the great successes you've done. Yes,
I have
am
always
strong
done
enough.
that every day.
Wow.
I move out of the house, go to work. I work with Capable Uganda. I'm a counselor with
Oh,
them.
wow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Paidwe Collins,
Yes, Collins.
a passionate chef and a writer, content creator. Mine is more of a request,
Okay.
not a question. I heard most of the panelists talking about stress, but not touching career guidance, because there's also a stress which comes as a result of force, where they force you to do something
You didn't want.
you don't want to do.
Mm.
Yeah, so my request is next time when you are conducting a stress clinic, I think we should at least tackle that area as well, because some of
Okay.
us,
You're at that
when-
level of choosing where to go, what to do.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
I think the management of stress clinic has noted that. One of the other interventions we want to do a stress clinic talk show at different age group, profession, interests, and then also population. Like we will want to target, maybe we organize with Dr. Pebalo. He links us with the university leadership, and then we do a talk show with the students there. And so we're going to tailor our talk shows depending on the target group that we have. Now the one for today, it is a general one. We are just launching it. So today it is just opening up. But the preceding one, we will get into specific areas and persons, and then our discussion will tailor around their needs. Yeah, but that's a very amazing request. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. But mine is to the management, yeah?
Yes.
Because I was wondering, like right now we are confined and a lot of people have missed out on whatever we are discussing here. So I was wondering, or like, okay, more in form of a question.
Yes.
Can it like be more of outdoors? Because if we're outside right now, like neglecting the weather, I believe as you people were discussing, someone somewhere would hear and they would like relate to whatever thing they have passed through, and they would have more interest
to
come.
join.
Yeah, to join. So that I was inquiring that is it possible to like to take it more outside to the community than to just confine ourselves here.
Yeah, I think on behalf of management, it is very possible. And as we said before, today's talk show, it's a launch one. We are officially saying that, yeah, stress clinic has come. And then the other interventions we're going to be doing will be tailored towards the needs of the community, the society. Yeah, so surely we will take that as that recommendation as a sensitive area as well.
Okay,
thank you very much.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Thank you so much, our hosts and all the panelists.
You're
I
welcome,
thank the audience in this place. My name is Simon. The topic shared is so important, especially in this world that stress seems to increase on daily basis. My experience with stress is that we should really know that we are not the one in charge of this world. You cannot be in charge and you cannot control all things. So I have learned on a personal level to rest all my issues in the hands of the Lord.
Yes.
Because God controls all the things.
Yes.
If you try to hold on a thing, it can tear you down for nothing. So always when I'm caught up and cornered, I remember when I was in senior 5, things became so hard. I sit in class, but I could not even understand because I lost, I can say, someone supporting my education. Now I said, it is so difficult that if I go on like this, I can easily die.
Yes.
Now I took personal decision to go before God in prayer, saying that, you know what, I cannot manage where it has reached, and I know you can handle it. So when I went before God in prayer, it worked out for me. I got the momentum to gather myself, even that which has happened, I continued with life. And now I was able to go on with my education. But every situation around me was saying it was really not possible to go on with studies.
Yes.
But when I took time before God, it was possible.
Thank you.
So
very
thank you
much.
so much.
So God, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say that this has been a very fantastic discussion. Personally, I've been impacted. I just want to make a few summaries. One, I have liked what my sister says, the the miracle format, it can work for you. Just like how my brother said, is you can pick a combination on all the formats that have been presented here, or you can choose the one that identify with your uniqueness, your personality, and your being. And lastly, you're not alone. You're not the first going through what you're going through, and you won't be the last. The beauty is you have the ability, the potential, and the strength to overcome. When you look for the need, for the support, you look for guidance, you walk out, you will overcome. Thank you very much. It was pleasant to host you today. I wish you a wonderful evening while you go back home. Thank you for being part of us. Let's meet again next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. See you guys once again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.